Hacking the suprachiasmatic nucleus for better sleep, easing depression, and a happier heart. The suprachiasmatic nucleus, also known as the SCN, is located in the brain sandwiched between the optic chiasm, where visual data enters the brain from the eyes, and the hypothalamus, a structure in charge of integrating the nervous and endocrine systems. The SCN acts as our body's 24-hour clock, our master clock, keeping track of time through the light traveling from the eyes. The trick here is the light influence from the eyes. We need periods of light and we need periods of dark to function optimally, but the weather, seasons, and blue light emitting electronic devices like our televisions and smartphones and computer screens can throw us off track. Let's maximize our light opportunities. Getting light exposure first thing in the day helps to mobilize resources and shift the body from sleep mode to wake mode. This includes releasing hormones that get us up and moving around, as well as prepare the digestive system to break the overnight fast with our first meal of the day. For those of us who tend to move a bit more slowly in the morning, a bit of light therapy could be useful. In clinical applications, we see light therapy indicated for folks with depression, which could be both seasonal depression, like seasonal affective disorder, as well as non-seasonal depression. We also see the benefits of light therapy for perinatal depression during pregnancy and the postpartum period. If you have severe depression or a bipolar disorder, it is advised to work with your psychiatric team before starting light therapy. To get the optimum dose of light therapy, you could go for a 15 to 30-minute walk shortly after sunrise. Even sunglasses can help you get your light exposure. They're going to protect your eyes from ultraviolet radiation. So even an overcast day, you're getting some good light therapy in. You could spend 15 to 30 minutes outdoors, sitting on the porch, sitting on the balcony, sitting on a park bench, just soaking in some of that light exposure. Use a light therapy box. I have my trusty old beast of a machine. I think I've had this for almost 15 years. And it's designed to bring 10,000 lux range light. It also has a special filter in it that blocks ultraviolet spectrum so that I'm not damaging the eyes or the skin while getting my light therapy on. So I've used it for seasonal affective disorder, especially in the winter months when it starts getting gray and overcast. I've also used it to ease my circadian rhythm into time shifts after traveling overseas or bouncing back and forth with daylight savings. Now, night mode. The suprachiasmatic nucleus relies on periods of darkness to help us produce melatonin, which is necessary for sleep. Melatonin also has cardiovascular protective action, so it's important. Modern living is a challenge here because our homes tend to be much brighter than our ancestors who relied on candles and fireplaces. We're also highly addicted to our smartphones, which emit blue light. Nighttime light pollution in the bedroom has been shown to increase our risk of weight gain, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic disorders like insulin resistance and diabetes. Think also polycystic ovary syndrome. Blue light, such as that emitted by our cell phones and our computer screens, has been linked to eye damage, like macular degeneration, retinal damage, and eye strain, and particularly worrying in the younger populations to start out with a lot of blue light early on. So to turn down the lights, you could use a dimmer slide switch to dim the lights in the home after sunset, give a nice cozy glow. Salt lamps can add an ambient light, and it's filtered through the red and orange salt, so nice cozy orange glow to it. You could install the app F-Lux on your computer, your phone, and your tablets to reduce blue light. You just put in your information as to when you tend to wake up in the morning, 6:30, 7 a.m., and it will adjust the spectrum for you. You could also wear blue light blocking glasses like these. These are not prescription glasses, but they're designed to block blue light, and those can be really helpful if you're planning on doing some evening phone time, e-reader, or you're watching television. So this is a good tool to have. You can get them in a number of locations. Reduce light pollution in the bedroom. So how's the light pollution in your neighborhood? Here in Northwest Austin, we've got street lights in the neighborhood, and they're also putting those giant high mast LED lights up on 183 as part of the new toll project that they're putting in. Those high mast lamps can light up the roadway 400 feet in each direction. And I imagine that they will increase our light pollution on the map. In the bedroom, I use blackout curtains behind my decorative curtains to reduce outdoor light pollution. In the evenings, we use 2 salt lamps on either side of the bed and a dimmable lamp to light up the room just enough to move around so we're not bumping into furniture, but it's not bright enough to read in. We tend to read in the den or the spare room. I cover any sources of indoor light pollution. I drape a dark colored washcloth, a face cloth, over the digital alarm clock and the glowing blue light on my AirMega HEPA filter. So let's talk self-reflexology of the hands for the suprachiasmatic nucleus and the pineal gland. The late osteopath reflexologist Martine Farr-Alderson puts the cranial nerve 2 reflex on the intermediate bone of the index finger. So this middle bone here, not the distal, not the proximal, the middle one, right? All the way around. So you can thumb walk that, little caterpillar movements, and notice that I'm using my fingers from behind just to support that finger as I thumb walk it. And I would thumb walk both fingers and pause over any areas that feel a little sensitive, where you're going, oh, there's a little something, something there. Just pause, just hold, bring some awareness and attention there. So in her book, Total Reflexology of the Hand, Martine Farr-Alderson notes the location of the pineal gland reflex can be found on the distal tips, the ends of the fingers and the thumb. So if you want to really wake up the pineal gland, you could tap them together, tap them against each other here. You could tap the thumbs against each other. You could also use a circular method. So we're going to hold and isolate one finger, bring the thumb up, and we're just doing little circles, little circles, little circles, little circles. All right, don't forget the thumb, and then switch to the other hand. Moving across, and you can spend a couple of minutes doing this if you want, or it could be really quick. When we do the tapping, this is akin to waking the reflex tissues up in a reflexology session where we really want to activate a reflex area. So the gentle little circles might become part of your bedtime routine. I don't know. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks.